Hey folks, and welcome into the SEMA Show. I am here right now at the Toyota booth, and I've got some cool things to show you, starting with this. This is the H2 Overlander concept, and yes, it is hydrogen powered. You can read some of the specs right off the bat here. This is using a fuel cell from a Mirai. Although they've packed in extra tanks for the hydrogen, you have 6 kilograms of total capacity, 547 combined horsepower. So yeah, some real serious power coming out of this thing. And let me show you all around it. So there is your Mirai hydrogen powertrain under the hood. But Toyota didn't stop there, of course. They made this thing also an off-road beast. So you can see a winch up front there. Really cool looking TRD H2 skid plate. I like that right up front. A nice set of general grabber tires, some nice low profile rock rails down below. Interior on this thing, yeah, they just kept it standard Tacoma, but that's okay because it's really about the powertrain and showing off the capabilities of that Mirai hydrogen fuel cell. Now this thing also has a rooftop tent up there. You've got a couple extra water jugs back here too. Now they also mentioned there's power takeoffs on this thing, and it can output up to 15 kilowatts of power, so you can really power, you could power a house with that. So some real serious power generation going on here. I like this whole bed cap and the amount of storage it adds. You can see all the different things they packed in there, the cooler, the molly panel up front with some cool storage on it. You do have a full-size spare hanging off the tailgate here, which is nice to get to. I also like how these Max Tracks have been integrated here, so they almost sit flush with that bed cap. That's really cool. The side rigid lighting too, to make sure you're actually going to light up all the way around this build. Looking at the suspension, you got some pretty serious suspension there from Fox, full remote reservoir suspension. I think it looks neat, but most importantly, yes, is that hydrogen fuel cell. What do you guys think about hydrogen in a build like this? I think it definitely has its advantages. Overall power is going to be one of them. So yeah, why don't you just let me know your thoughts on this H2, and I'm gonna walk over and show you something else cool in the Toyota booth. Next up, we have this thing. Toyota is calling it the Trail Cruiser. That is an 85 Land Cruiser, but under the hood, they have put in the twin turbo V6 from the Tundra. So yes, modern power in a beautiful old classic Land Cruiser. I can show you some of the specs right here. Once again, Tundra engine, so you're getting 389 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque. And talk about all the different specs. You got a nice set of 35-inch tires down there too. And then just obviously such a clean Land Cruiser just to start with. This thing is absolutely beautiful. And with that modern powertrain, you just know it's gonna rip. So yeah, what do you guys think about this Trail Cruiser? And I mean, I think Toyota should offer that engine as a crate engine, let people buy it, and then they could do builds like this themselves back home. Now there's one thing I gotta show you right next door to this concept. It's right there. That's what Toyota is calling the Scion 01 concept. Yeah, Toyota has built a side-by-side. Now I did do a full walk around on this thing over on TK Power Sports, but I gotta show you guys too. This thing is really neat. Toyota's just trying out something new, and I think these days, when it comes to pricing, our side-by-sides are just as expensive as our brand new trucks. So why shouldn't a brand like Toyota try to jump on that bandwagon too and build us a serious off-road machine? So this thing is packing the turbocharged 4-cylinder hybrid setup from the Tacoma and the 4Runner. And it looks like a real legitimate side-by-side. I was impressed by the build quality up close. It really looks like it's ready to go rip some dunes. So why don't you guys let me know what you think of that Trail Cruiser and also the Scion 01 concept. Oh, I love this body style of Land Cruiser. It just looks so cool. I also want to show you guys this build. This is a 4Runner TRD off-road, but that's what's cool about SEMA is there's some vehicles like that crossover, or sorry, side-by-side I should say, like the H2 concept, that Toyota's really just dreaming. They're trying to do crazy things just to see what works. And then you get a build like this 4Runner, which is absolutely something that you could put together yourself. So this is just to show off this package and what it's capable of. I like those side racks. That is a Yakima water system up there, so you actually have a shower up on top of this 4Runner as well. In the rear end, you're just classic 4Runner, but don't forget 2,400 watts of power right there, so you are getting a real legitimate amount of power. And then Toyota's packed in all this camping gear. They got a nice awning coming off the side too, get you out of the sun while you're out there. I can go over here and show you all the specs and the different add-ons that are here, because it is a long list. I really like the hood decals they've added here too. So yeah, this is just an example again of a 4Runner that any customer could go buy today, outfit like this, and then get out there and hit the trails. I do think it looks pretty cool. Let me know what you think. And here's a Tacoma where they've done the exact same thing. This is a Tacoma TRD off-road, but then Toyota went and outfitted it with this long list of upgrades, just to give you a sense for something you could do with a Tacoma. So you get the awning up there as well. You can lay out your camping gear. They've got a whole rear ARB bed rack on this thing, and you can see all the different attachments, the things you can put on there. This awning is very cool. You can see this hammock, I should say, not the awning. The hammock here actually attaches to the truck, comes out, little A-frame style feet there. So yeah, you're actually using your truck as an anchor point for the hammock. That's really neat. I've not seen that before. And then of course the advantage of going Tacoma over 4Runner is you still get the open bed. So you don't get the kind of lockable out of the weather storage, but you just get a little more space to play with back here. And yeah, you can see Toyota's installed this big ARB cooler. Got a Pelican cooler in there too. And then of course the rooftop tent. And again, that just maximizes your space, because that tent's gonna pack up. It's gonna leave you all this space in the bed, and then you can also attach things onto the rack like this. You can see they got some Max Tracks on there. There's your ladder too that would come down from the tent. So yeah, some really smart stuff going on here, and this is again why SEMA is so fun, just to see the possibilities with these kinds of vehicles. What do you think of this build? And we'll finish up with this guy right here. This is the Toyota Corolla Cross Nasu edition. And yes, I know it's not a truck, but honestly, it actually looks pretty cool. They put a lift kit on this thing. They put some big, beefy Toyo open country tires, a pretty wild finish. But this is taking a vehicle that starts off pretty, pedestrian and meant for the mall, and adding some real adventure cred to it. Now you can see the roof rack up top too, so you got the full mountain bike setup up there, and then all the storage next to it. And they've done the same in the back, where they've added a sound system, that Dometic freezer, and then also that pull-out tray. So you have all the storage you're gonna want. So yeah, honestly, I think this is actually pretty cool. And again, just another fun demonstration of what is possible with a vehicle like a Corolla Cross. So yeah, folks, that is it for this one from the Toyota booth here at SEMA. Let me know what you think of all these builds, and what else you want to see here from the show, because I'm going to be walking around all day today trying to shoot as much as I can. So thanks for watching. Drop in the comments. Let me know what you think of these concepts, all these Toyotas. And as always, make sure you come right back here to the channel and see what we're testing next. See ya.